We are live. Yes, we are. Okay. Very, very late today. It's 6 p.m. I know. See, generally what I do is I stream and then I go to the gym. But today I got a haircut, I went to the gym, and then I'm streaming. So technically, if you see, I'm kind of ahead of my schedule, my daily schedule, even though I'm streaming late. But I'm ahead of my daily schedule. This is the last major event that I have to do for the day. Okay, that's just me coping for streaming late. Nonetheless, day 21 of speed. Not, I haven't been doing striver sheet since 21 days. Day 21 of consistently streaming is day 21, right? Yup. Day 21. Krishna, the only truth. What's up, bro? Hi, bro. Hi. Yeah. Krishna, we have two Krishnas in the chat. Krishna Agarwal and Krishna, the only truth. Good evening. Hi. What's up? How are you guys doing? Are you ready? We will be continuing DP. Dev Raj is here. What's up, bro? This is trash, by the way. I don't know why did I buy this. What's good? Everything's going fine until Thursday, because on Thursday we'll be receiving our contest rating, and when I'll be depressed. Which college you from? I'm from Mate. It's a stupid college. Cozy Cafe Beats. What's up, bro? What's up? Yeah. Let's start. Let's start. Can you guide me? Yeah, bro. Hop over in my Discord. Should we take a look at the PUTD? Is it doable? Is the PUTD doable? If it is, we would, else we are skipping it. No more time waste in PUTDs. Minimum time wasting all points. Is it a graph problem? It's an easy problem. On a 2D plane, there are n points with integer coordinates. Point I equals to xi, yi. Return the minimum time in seconds to visit all points in the order given by points. You can move according to these rules. In 1 second, you can square root of 2 units. Cruz, what's up, bro? Long time no see. Bro, how's the placement in your college? See, if we see in proportion of how many students are there in my college, it's kind of low, but we got a few Okayish company on campus. How many LeetCode questions you've solved? 400. Balls freezing cold today. It was 1 degree here in the morning. What? 1 degree? Temperature Delhi. Bro, where do you live? In Delhi, the minimum it was 4 degree. I don't think so. It's that cold today. I don't think so. Okay, let's read what this question is asking us. Return the minimum time in seconds to visit all the points in the order given by points. In the order given. What do you mean in the order? So 1, 1, 3, 4. Yeah. Bro, what? Okay, it's an easy question. So I guess I just need to understand what it's asking us. We have these points. We have 1, 1. No. This is 1, 1. And then we have, what does this graph even denotes? One optimal path is 1, 1. Okay, so you can start from this point 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. From there it went to 3, 4. Then I see. Then it went to minus 1, 0. Okay. Very easy question. I hope. Bro, you got any offer till now? Yes, bro. My intern starts from next week. So technically, the shortest path is the diagonal one, right? Is the diagonal one. Output is 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. Output is 7. The shortest path is diagonal. When do we even take up or left path? Is when we want to, that, wait. We don't even care about the path. We just need the time because everything is taking the same time, right? In 1 second, we can either move this. Right. Hmm. So +3 +1, that's +4. From 1 1 to 3 4, it took 4 seconds. Okay, makes sense. Now from 3 4 to -1 0, -1 and 0, it took how many seconds? 3 minus -1 is 4. 1 2 3 4. Okay, so it's just the difference of coordinates. Is it just the difference of coordinates? 3 2 and -2. 3 minus -2 is 5. 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay, so you just move in that direction. Oh, I see. So it's just the difference of coordinates, I guess. Right? Dang, Pudish. Bro, you missed the T. Bro, attend today's CF contest. I would like to preserve my mental peace. Please, bro, please, no more contests. I get depressed. I'm in final year, but non-ID branch. Want to start DSA from scratch, but can you please tell me how did you prepare? Bro, just get started. Just start questions. Been 2 weeks. I finally finished RS today. How did you reach DP in 21 days, bro? It's so far. No. I haven't been doing. This is probably my third day I'm doing Striver sheet. 21 days is just for that streaming. I've been streaming for the past 21 days. Yeah, bro. Okay, so 2 cases. If you want to go from, let's say, this point to this point, if you want to go to x comma y, from x comma y to p comma q, yeah, it's easy. Foreign. Okay, I get it. I got it. I think, yeah. Points, bruh. What? Who name? Int n equals to error dot size for int I equals to 0, I less than n minus 1, I plus plus. Int difference equals to error I 0. Int x difference. Find the x difference and y difference. Error I 0. We're talking about absolute terms here, right? Yeah, we don't care. Absolute terms. In fact, error I1, not 1. X coordinate denote I plus 1 minus error I 0. That's our x difference. Y difference is also the same. Int distance time equals to int time equals to 0, right? You make time as 0. Now time plus equals to int temp equals to minimum between x difference comma y difference. Time plus equals to temp, and x difference minus equals to temp, y difference minus equals to, bro, am I overcomplicating it again? Temp plus equals to x difference plus y difference, not temp, sorry, time, return time. This should be working. Yeah, it works. So why don't you buy pentab? Bro, I'm a miser. If you guys don't know about me, I'm a miser. Bro, use this formula. Dx equals to 3 minus 1 equals to 2, dy equals 4 minus 3, min time equals to max. Why are you doing DP then? I thought it's supposed to be after some basic DSA. I've done basic DSA, bro. Look at my profile. Yeah, let's submit this. This would work. There's no int overflow, anything, right? Yeah, this would work. If this does not work, I'm ending the stream. Yo, why did my extension not run? What? Why did my extension not run? Oh, I've turned it off. I've turned it off. Okay. Reload this and then submit. Reload this and then submit. Submit it again. We want to hear that GTA voice. Okay, yeah. So the guy who's telling that I should be doing some basic DSA, I have done. I am at an okayish level. I've done 423 questions. That's my contest rating, which is about to go down, by the way. Now let's go to Shriver's sheet. Shriver's A to Z sheet. I can't understand DP at all till now. DP at... How many questions have you done? Bro, what you drink? It's this... I bought this because this is 0 calories or something. If you guys can see this. It tastes fine. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. 110. Okay, bro, try focus on recursion. Then maybe probably you will get DP. I got 5k rank, but the contest became unrated. Shaitan, bro, you already have enough rating. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Okay, I thought you were new, so you're trying to finish Shriver's DSA sheet. Yeah. Ankit, yes. Right. So let's get started. Where is DP? Dynamic programming. Here it is. We've done 16 questions already. What? We were on DP on strings yesterday, right? Okay, let's take a look at this problem. Delete operation for 2 strings. I think I've done this. No, I have not. Okay, bro. Given 2 strings, return the minimum number of steps required to make word 1 and word 2 the same. Again, very basic DP, bro. In fact, I think we should directly try to find the tabulation approach. If we should try to directly write the tabulation approach. Bro, आज CFA contest देने का सोच रहा हूँ. Good luck, bro. Good luck. CFA contest, good luck. Okay, yeah, let's directly write the tabulation approach. Word 1, see and eat. Lead code and netco. Let's go with see and eat. S-E... What am I doing? S-E-A and E-A-T. Okay. Right. Is it top down or bottom up? For every element, if they are the same, we move down. We move diagonally down. If they are not, we choose the minimum. Okay. With recursion, this is pretty straightforward. So I'm trying to do the tabulation approach directly. Right. E and S are not the same. So we choose the minimum between this and this. Here, it would be 1 deletion plus minimum between this and this. Okay. Here it would be 0 plus diagonal down. It would come here. So I think we go, we go. If we are talking about T and A, to make them same, we need to do 2 deletions, right? Lead code and netco. कौन सी ईयर में भाई साहब? Bro, in 3rd year. No, not in 3rd year, 4th year. I'm sorry. What am I doing? Yeah. If we're talking about T and A, to make T and A same, we would need 2 steps, right? Delete T and delete A. right? So we fill in this with T. Okay, so it's bottom up. It's bottom up. I can see. Yeah, E and T are not the same. So this is also two steps. S and T is also. Hmm. No, 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 no. What even is our table denoting at this point? Our table is denoting how many steps to make E, A, and T the same. It would be 1 since they do not match, plus minimum between this side, or diagonal, or also diagonal. Going diagonal means basically you're keeping both the characters. Going diagonal basically means you're keeping both the characters, right? There is a chance you can keep both the characters. Yeah. So minimum between this side, and this side. Okay. Yeah, so here it would be 3. To make EA and T the same, it would be 1 plus 2. That's basically 3, alright. That's basically 3. I hope I'm going wrong. See, that's why I prefer recursion. Recursion is so much simpler. Recursion plus memoization, but tabulation is the better approach, obviously. Is my pace fine? I'm just doing one question per day. What year are you in? Okay, we have an ID request. Check this ID. Is it someone cracked? Karishma Jethwani. 260 questions. 1420. What is this description? What does the description mean? Okay, whosoever this is, not really consistent. Maybe they already have a job. So, yeah, maybe they already have a job. 4 days ago? If they did a problem 4 days ago, why can't I? Oh, I'm current. Look at current. Okay. Yeah, bro, decent profile, but not really been grinding. Not really been grinding. Okay, let's try to write in W1 and W2. Let's directly go with the tabulation approach. W1 and what? W2. int n equals to W1 dot size. No, it's a string, right? Int n2 equals to W2 dot length. Bro, I can't type. My fingers are again. Now we make a vector of int dp. This is going to be outside would be n1, inside would be vector int n2, and initially filled with what? Filled with nothing really. We don't have to fill it with anything, or we can fill it with, let's give a very big number. Let's give 1e5. Okay, yeah, we can give a very big number. Nobita coach, what's up bro? भाई तुम भी रीस्टार्ट क्यों नहीं करते लास्ट ईयर की तरह? Restart? What do you mean by that? Restart? Adesh bro, I didn't understand what you tried to say. Ankit, you're in school? Bro, focus on JE, bro. Focus on JE. Okay, for every element, we can check it's right, it's down, or it's diagonal. Yeah, basically, that's it. We have to do one initialization. If W1 N1, we can access characters like this, right? In a string. Wait. I never return to cout W10. We can access it, like this isn't anything syntactically wrong. Yeah, of course we can. I'm dumb. Of course we can. Now the base condition is if W1 of N1 minus 1 equals to W2 of N1 minus 1, N2 minus 1, then we can say dp of N1 minus 1 comma N2 minus 1 equals to 0. Else that same value would be 2. Okay, yeah, that's correct. If both characters don't match, and it's, you know what, we can in fact confirm this using a test case. Let's say we have A and let's say we have B. The answer for this is 2, right? Yeah, it's 2, of course. Of course. Now we just run. Now it's simple DP. For int I equals to, we go from last row, n1 minus 1, I less than greater than equals to 0, I minus. For int j equals to n2 minus 1, j greater than equals to 0, j plus plus. Of course, if you're at the last element, skip it. If j equals to n2 minus 1 and I equals to, wait, yeah, we skip it, n1 minus 1, we continue. Else int temp, you see, w1 of I equals to w1 of j. If they're both equal, then temp becomes 0, else it's 1, right? Now you have to add the minimum between diagonal, that and that. I think we can divide it into two cases. Check this profile. Acknowledge me. I'm 23. Always focus on development. Been late to DSA, but better late. Bro, Hexadev, please give me some advice. I feel like I focus too much on DSA. I should be doing development. I feel like DSA is pretty useless. What do you have to say about that? Acknowledge me, okay. 385 questions. Yamate Kudasai. I guess that's Japanese. And what we can infer from his profile is that he already got a job. Because the last he submitted a problem was in February, bro. I guess he already has a job. Yeah, he grinded in 2024. Okay, just in 2024. Good profile, bro. Grind, get a job, and then forget leetcode. That is dream life. Okay. Yeah, let's divide it into two cases. If both the characters are equal, then we just take the diagonal. If w1 of I equals to w2 of j, if they are equal, or if they are not equals, else temp equals to 0. No, you. Okay. I just got a case. Let's say if this was t. If they are both equal, we still will pick minimum between diagonal this and this. Right. So we really didn't need to. Yeah, let's go with the old approach. Let's focus on writing clean code, bro. I write the worst possible code humanity has ever seen. Yeah. Now diagonal int to add equals to int max. If you can say I plus 1 is less than n1 and j plus 1 is less than n2, then to add equals to minimum between dp of I plus 1, j plus 1 comma to add. Yeah, do that for every possible case. I plus 1 is less than n. Okay, we go down and we go right. Temp plus equals to add. Now we can say dp of ij equals to temp. Now simply return dp of 0 comma 0. This should be working, bro. Let's see. Let's see. Couldn't say useless, bro. Development is pretty slow. Take time on issues. Understand neck pipelines. DSA is fast to keep a problem solving mind and grind. Okay, bro. Okay, that's an interesting perspective. Research, and I feel college only matters for the first package and 2-3 years of career. Then the skills align us at the same level. आपको क्या लगता है? Bro, I agree. I agree, but it really depends. Let's say if you're starting from TCS, at the end of the day, it's all about grind. If you grinded during J, then you're set. If you did not, then you have to compensate by grinding during placements and the first 2 years of your job, right? It really depends, bro. How old are you, bro? I'm 21. What? Bruh. Okay. Man, what? Signed integer overflow? Why am I getting overflow? Temp plus equals to add. Bro. I plus 1, I plus 1, j plus 1, I j plus 1. What? This should not have happened. For this case, we will not find any element. So I'm skipping that. I'm skipping that here. If j equals to n2 minus 1 and I equals to n1 minus 1, we're continuing, right? J plus plus. You goddamn stupid. Okay, we're getting the wrong answer, but at least it's not overflow. I see. It's like grind now, grind later. Yeah, bro. There's no shortcut to grind unless you're born with a silver spoon. भैया मैंने 240 क्वेश्चंस कर लिए बट जब कोई नई प्रॉब्लम आती है मैं फ्रीज हो जाता हूँ सेम विद मी ब्रो आई गेस वी कैन ओनली keep on practicing lead code and net code. We're getting 5 here. We are getting 5 here. Why? Man, why are we getting 5 here? Let's print our DP array. For int I equals to 0, I less than your n1, I plus plus. For int j equals to 0, j less than n2, j plus plus, see out dp of I j, see out and del. But why are we getting 5 here? If they are the same, then we need one deletion. What is the question asking us? Return the minimum steps, right? Damn. This is such a big array of words. 2, 3, 4. See and eat. Okay. Let's see. For S and E, the minimum is at diagonal. That means keeping both S and E. S. What? Word 1. You need to make one step to EA and another step to make eat to EA. I guess I have a logic issue. Shaitan, what's up, bro? What's up? Oh, hi, yaad aaya. It is like that hiring is slowed from past month with your college. I also experienced it. Yeah, bro, it's almost dead. It's almost dead. भाई शौनक तू तो already expert और कितना डीएस करेगा exactly शौनक bro touch some grass. See and eat. For see and eat, for see and eat, Bro, this question should not take up this much time. It's easy. For T and A to make them same, it's 2. For T and EA, it is again 3. Right? It's going right till now. For T and SEA, it's 4. It's 4. Now talking about AT and A, it's going to be 1. Wait, how's this? Okay, A and A matches. Why is this 3? Oh, it matches, so it would be 0. What have I done, bro? For this case, for AT and A, the answer should actually be 1. Right? The answer should actually be 1. I got 3 because what I'm doing is I'm doing 0 plus minimum between down. Okay. But what's your CFID? I don't really do CF, but it's Pudist. Lead code username Pudist G. Pudist G. This is my username, bro. I'll change it to Pudist. In fact, you know what? Let me change it right now. Let me, or I'll probably change it after stream. It's this Pudist G. Bro, okay, I have some logical issue here. A. If they both matches. Oh, I see. We need to make a DP array with an extra dimension. If they both and the this would actually be. I see. This would be 1. This would be 1. This is empty string, right? And this is empty string. To make T and empty string same, it's 1. To make AT and empty string same, it's 2. To make EAT and empty string same, it's 3. Oh, we need to make an extra dimension. Okay, I see it. Am I still trying that fusion layout problem from today's contest? Today's contest? Fusion layout. What problem are you talking about? Fusion layout. Fusion layout lead code. Oh, this. Man, this. I'm pretty disappointed in myself. This was a straightforward problem, bro. I took so much time. Yeah, this would piss me off if I again go see this problem. Okay, we need to add an extra dimension. I got it. So in fact, we make this as. Bro, do we need to man. We need to add an extra dimension, bro. And this would be 0. This would be 0. And that's why tabulation is so ass, bro. Tabulation approach is always so bad. This would also be 3, 2, 1, and 0. Now this would work. Okay. So how do we go about it? For the 0th row, and the column would be n2. The column would be n2. For the 0th row, n2 column. First row, n2 column. It's the length of. Wait. ये तो LCS variation है. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I'm just practicing tabulation, bro. This is a straightforward problem. For int I equals to 0, I less than equals to n1, I plus plus. You can say dp of I, and the column would be n2 equals to how many words you have in equals to n2 minus I. I guess like this, right? n2 minus I. 3 minus I is 0. 3 minus I is 2. 3 minus. Yeah. Yeah, this would work. This would work. For it now, do it for we filled this part. Now we are filling this part. This part is basically our rows fixed. We're talking about columns. J equals to 0, j less than n2, j plus plus, dp of last row and j equals to n1 minus j. Now this would be working, bro. Less than equals to, now this would be working. Bro, shall I play some music in the background? I feel like I would. Okay, after this question. After this question. Again. Minus 1 my. Oh. Bro, I'm not filling it correctly. 3210, 3210, 1010. In this case, minus 1. Lead code and net code. Okay, let's see what if we add something like A, B, C, A, B, C, and then there's an empty string, and let's say there's a B, D. Okay, forget what we have here. When talking about here, talking about this place, right? Talking about these extra layers, we would be filling in 2, 1, 2, 1, and 0. Here it would be 3, 3. This is empty, right? 3, 2, 1, and 0. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Man, okay. I think it's kind of probably this. Yeah, okay. Man, what the hell, bro? This would work now. 100%. There's no way in this God's green earth that this doesn't work. Let's take some test cases. Bro, who's... Okay, nobody gave test cases. Let's submit this. C and 8 expected. My bro, I'm going back to recursion. I'm going back to recursion. When did you start DSA in my 4th year? Dip in Grover. What do I do of your name? Is that your lead code profile? This should have worked. What's wrong here now? Okay, you know what? Let's stick to tabulation. We people are saying we could have used LCS here. Now, okay, of course LCS is pretty straightforward. Why did I not think of that? Find the longest common subsequence, and then all the letters that are not there, you delete that. Come on. Okay, C and 8. C and 8. SEA and ATE. This is the worst part, filling the table. Okay, here it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1 to 3, 0, 1 to 3. Talking about E and A, it's going to be... Oh. Okay, of course I have a logical issue. If they're not the same, E and A are not the same here, okay? Okay, E and A are not the same here, so we'll have to delete. Delete. What the fuck am I doing, bro? This is still not correct. I'm going to recursion. I'm going to recursion. What is wrong in my approach? What is wrong in my approach? If E and A are not the same, I'm telling that we'll be deleting 1 and then picking the minimum between this and that side. Okay, maybe I should not be allowed to go diagonal here. What? Can somebody point me out what's wrong in my approach? Or maybe I've made such a khichdi nobody can. Yeah, bro. Fuck this code. I think let's go with LCS. Let's go with LCS then. Int n1 equals to w1 dot size. We would not be doing recursion today, no matter how hard it feels. No recursion. w2 dot size. Let's make a vector of int dp. That's going to be outer would be n1, inner would be vector of int of n2. Now we don't need this bullshit extra dimension that was causing all the issue. I don't know. I still think what's wrong in my approach. Now in LCS, all we see is if the current characters are matching. Let's say we had 0, 1, 2 and 0, 1, 2. If they are matching, then we say 1 plus the maximum between 1 plus diagonal then. Yeah, 1 plus diagonal. If they are not matching, we can say maximum between this and this and this. Bro, no fucking way. If they are not matching, yeah, I'm cooked. Okay, back to recursion. Sometimes my mind goes blank, like, this is a straightforward problem, why can't I solve this? What was LCS like? What was the tabulation in LCS like? We had C and 8, right? C and 8. If these are matching, we say then pick up the maximum 1 plus the maximum 1 plus diagonal, this. If they are not matching, we say either pick the max between this or pick the max between this. Right? Simple. Yeah, let's do it this way. W1 initialize. Let's initialize everything with 0. Now let's go for int I equals to, we're starting from the last column, n1 minus 1, I greater than equals to 0, I minus minus, for int j equals to n2 minus 1. Bro, I'm so bad at DP. This is actually shameful. J minus minus. If both the characters match, if w1 of I equals to w2 of j, then you can say, then that's a different case, then yeah, if they both match, we say temp equals to 1. Wait, if we actually go from the last, here we start from the start, we start from the very start. What am I doing? Bro, I should just give up lead code at this point. For int j equals to z, I'm about to rage quit, bro. for int j equals to 0, j less than n2 j plus plus. Now let's write the case. If w1 of I equals to w2 of j, if they do match, int temp equals to 1. Now you go, if they match, you just pick up the diagonal. Try knapsack polished. Knapsack, I don't want to do recursion, bro. I started recursion today. Good luck, bro. Bullshit DSA I hated. I wish nobody, like, who the hell? 500 years ago, we were figuring out how to build boats and ships, and today we are figuring out how to reverse a linked list. Does it even make sense? Bro, what? What's your streaming setup like? It's just me and my laptop, bro. It's just me and my laptop. If they match, then you say if I plus 1 is less than n1 and j plus 1 is less than n2, then temp plus equals to dp of I plus 1 j plus 1. Okay, and then you can simply say dp of I j. Bro, this wouldn't work. If I go from the start. This wouldn't work. Yeah, I need to go n1 minus 1, I greater than equals to 0, I minus minus, j equals to n2 minus 1, j greater than equals to 0. I'm so bad at dp and all this tabulation bullshit. dp of ij equals to temp. That's it. We go from top down. If they do not match, then you can say temp equals to 0, int temp equals to 0. Now you check both bottom and down. If I plus 1, bottom and down, right? Yeah, I mean bottom and down. If I plus 1 is less than n1 and that's it, then you can say temp equals to max between temp and dp of I plus 1 and j remains the same. If j plus 1 is less than n2, then temp equals to max between temp comma dp of I comma j plus 1. Now you just dp of I, we don't go diagonal when they both don't match. That really doesn't matter. Temp. Now we return 0 0, the index 0 0. No, this would give us the longest common subsequence. Int to minus equals to dp of 0 0, int answer equals to n1 plus n2 minus 2 star 2 minus, right? And now we return answer. 100% this is wrong. This is wrong. 1000% this is wrong. You write direct tabulation, bro. Today I'm just going for tabulation. Yo, wait, this is actually working. Okay, state transitions are to ij, I minus 1, j, ij minus 1. What I'm doing is I'm starting from this point. If they match, then I'm picking the maximum subsequence. No, then I'm going, bro, this. If they do not match, then I'll be picking the maximum between this and this, and then from here. That's how I'm doing it. What is your Codeforces ID? The same as my YouTube channel name. Yeah, so okay, this should work. This should actually work. Bro, one thing I learned is LCS is pretty useful everywhere. LCS is pretty useful everywhere, bro. I should stop bullshitting and trying to think of a new logic. Yeah, even in yesterday's question, we used the LCS logic by reversing this string and find. Okay, LCS is pretty useful. Thought of the day, LCS is pretty useful. Read my chat, bro. OP Deepak. Bro, can you tell me DSA is needed for ML? I really haven't done ML. I don't think so, yeah. Bro, I'm not the best person to guide you if I haven't done ML. Bro, ignore my message. As same as my crush do. Ansh, bro, where's your message? Bro, you don't know how to speak Hindi. Hindi nahi aata. I'm from Kerala. आती है bro, I'm joking. ये mission passed वाला कहाँ से लगा है? That's my extension. Go to my GitHub code leet. Go to my GitHub code leet. Download this, bro. Download this and please leave a star if you thought this was useful. There are installation steps there, okay? Sagar Gusain, lead code profile. Okay, let's take a look at this. Sagar Gusain. Where are my earphones, bro? 1442. C in discipline and consistency. C out. Graph emoji. Signal emoji. Rocket emoji. Just grinding my way on lead code. Okay, bro, okay. That is one way to write a description. 372 questions. Good number of questions. But your rating, focus on contest, bro. The rating can go very, very up. You have a lot of potential after solving 372 questions. And you just, bro, in just 150 days, you did 372 questions. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. If you did that all this in the okay, आपका project है, yeah, bro. Extension में कौन सा language use होता है? It's just React, TypeScript, React project. Bro, do you have a girlfriend? Chill, bro. I have zero female interaction. Just for the record. I don't. What did Kavya say? Longest increasing subsequence karo. Only DP today. Is that a DP question? I think I've done that. Yeah, this is also DP, right? Subsequence is all DP. Is this in Shriver sheet? Shortest common subsequence, longest increasing subsequence. Should we do it? Can you come up with an algorithm that runs in O of n log n time complexity? Okay, we're not even thinking about that. Shut up, lead code, bro. No. In here. Okay. Do a digit DP question, bro. I don't know digit DP. I need to learn it. Kavya, bro. If it is in the Shriver sheet, I'll be doing it today. Only Shriver sheet today. Let's not lose our focus. Delete operation for 2 strings. Okay, I just did that. I just did that. Shall I play some music? Let me try to find my earphones. Why the hell did I even stand up? It was in my goddamn pocket. Okay, next shortest common subsequence. Isn't this the same as longest common subsequence? It's hard question. Would the logic not be the same? Would the logic not be the same as longest common subsequence? Or is there a difference? Okay, let's try this, bro. Let's try this. Shortest common subsequence. Oh, we have to return a string. Return the shortest string that is both. Bro, I did not even read the question. I was running my mind. Wow. We are given 2 strings. Return the shortest string that is both str1 and str2 as subsequences. If there are multiple valid strings, return any of them. String s is a subsequence. Damn, okay. Okay, this is new. But why is this not opening? Okay, let's play some music. We'll be doing this question. 1900 rated, fair rating. I have 69 questions done on LeetCode right now. Stop doing any more questions. That's a nice number. आपने एक question पहले attempt करे? Nah, bro. If I would have attempted, it shows a solved. Like if I would have attempted them, it would have showed a attempted tag or a solved tag. I'm doing them live on stream. Let's play some songs. NCS Lofi music. Bro, this is not copyright, right? You guys are scammers. I knew these are scammers. Lofi music, no copyright. Okay, yeah. How does it sound? I hope it's not too loud. Let's keep it something like this. Okay, yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, DC type K. Of course, this is DP. The logic should be the same. Not really. Is the music too loud? Why do you have large icons? Large icons of what? Large icons of what? If the music is too loud, tell me. The logic should be the same. No, I don't. Nah, bro. In there we had to return the length. Here we have to return the string. Let's think about the logic. Hey bhai, from where did you learn DSA? Go with that book, Competitive Programmer's Handbook by Antti Laaksonen. I haven't read that all, but that's pretty useful. My main language kinda. I switched to CPP in suggestion from a friend. Clink, bro, Java is also just fine and you're doing way better than your peers. Okay, let's focus on this question, bro. Enough yapping. So it's asking us, we are given two substrate, ABAC and CAB. Okay, let's zoom in a bit. What? ABAC and we are given CAB. Of course, it's a DSA question. So subsequence is a dead giveaway that there's DP involved. We want to return a new string that should be of shortest length. Okay. If it did not ask for shortest length, we could have simply written ABAC CAB. So what's the logic behind this? We need to build a string that consists of all these letters in the same order. Okay. That consists of all these letters in the same order. What's the logic behind it? Let's start with the recursion logic. I'm not going tabulation for this. Now A and C, they both are different, right? So in a resulting string, now there are two options. Add both, add only one, or add only two. What's the length here? 1000. So that's not anything crazy. Yeah, we have a resulting string with every call we would make. We have an option to add A, an option to add C, and an option to add both A and C. Is it this? Dev Insights is here. What is up, bro? How many problems have you solved? 420. CSES book is goated. What CSES book? Oh yeah, this book is very, very useful. I didn't read it fully. I kind of regret it, but this helped me get started. You can solve CSES DP. It covers all standard DP. Probably after Striver, I was actually solving CSES in a few streams back, but CSES has such a goddamn strict checking criteria that even if I'm not using, let's say if I'm using a map instead of vector for memoization, they'll reject it, bro. That's so frustrating. DSA कब start करा था? Seriously, in my 4th year. Like, just check my graph now. This is like the 99th time I'm showing this. Look at my profile. I started seriously from June. If you check in 2024, nothing. And 2023 तो उससे भी गया कुछ गया. Right. Okay. So here the logic is, if two cars match, right? And let's say if it was ACAB, if it was ACAB, sorry, if it was ACAB, wait. No. Okay, I was overthinking. If it was ACAB, we'll add that to our resulting string and move both the pointers. That is it. Move both the pointers. Why does recursion feel straightforward for this? This would actually return a string. I don't know how. Bro. Okay, our recursive call would return a string, right? Let's see, bro. Let's see. I hope we do not get a MLE or something. String solver. It's going to take in our string and S1, string and S2, and it's going to take int P1, int P2, int P1, P2. Okay. If they both do, okay, for what's the base condition? Let's say we are at a position. We are at a position like this. Now in here we'll need to add all these elements to our already string. Wow, what? Okay, let's try. I think we should not be returning string from our recursive call. Rather, we should be returning the size. And we should make the string a global variable. Am I even making sense? Am I making sense? What I'm thinking to do is, rather than actually returning the string from every call, we should return the size. And since the question is asking us to return the string, we make a string a global variable. What? This is cubic solution won't work. So are you graduated? No, I'm in my 8th semester. How to build logic, bro? When I try to solve any problem, I go blank. Nothing comes to my mind. We can just practice. Like, there's no secret, bro. Even I go blank 99% of the times. Just keep on practicing. Yes. Or should I do code forces as I'm struggling with implementation? You can try, bro. You can obviously try. There's nothing wrong. A, B, AC, and let's write the tree. A, B, AC, and C, A, B. A, B, AC, and C, A, B. Since they do not match, we have an option that either add A to the string or add C to the string or add both or add both or add both, right? Or add both. 3 options. Man. But how do we save that global? How do we save that string? No, I think, yeah, we would be needing to return a string. We would be needed to return a string. I think we will have to return a string here. Yeah, let's just return a string, bro. Let's just return a string. Let's not try to be over smart. Can you review my ID if you're free? Saitama. Okay, let's see your ID. Saitama JWJH. Are we serious? Are we serious? Who shared this? Parth Gupta, bro. Are we serious? Lonely Parth. Bro, this guy is 2400. Bro, when will my PR? Right now. We are merging your PR right now. I apologize, bro. I am a lazy ass guy. I'm not checking it anything. Athar, bro, shall we merge it right now? I hope it's all correct. I don't have to do anything, right? Athar, Parth bro works at Amazon. Expert 1800 on code forces. Bro, connect with me, bro. Who's Umnik? Oh, Umnik is a competitive programmer, right? He's been working in Amazon since 7 months. And he's from JP. Damn, bro, damn. You see the aura? Review my profile. I was like, okay, another profile. And then I saw this number, 2437. That's crazy. Bro, don't judge me. See, now you don't want me to judge me. You don't want me to judge you, and you gave me your profile to review, bro. Parth. In fact, sir, please touch some grass. Please leave some questions for the rest of us. Nah, all clear? Okay. All clear, right? How do we merge it? I've never merged the PR. Bro, how do we merge it, Athar? Merge pull request? Simply that? I'm doing it. Yes, Umning is legendary grandmaster. Okay. You were going to tell about more features we can add for next PR. Oh, I haven't really. Athar, we're not on Discord, right? Let merge pull request. Yeah, let's merge it. Confirm merge. Okay, it's merged, bro. It's merged. Thank you, Athar, bro. I hope I'm following you on GitHub. Yeah, I'm following you. Athar Khadake. Bro, we'll discuss the next features on Discord. I don't have anything in my mind right now. Parth also streams. Does he? What's his YouTube channel? Parth. Hermit Parth. Okay. YouTube @Hermit Parth. Okay, bro. I subbed to him. What was the first video uploaded? Just 3 months back. Okay. Bro, I subbed to him. Yeah, let's get back on this question. Somebody gave a tip in the chat. If S equals to T, then go previous. Otherwise, until match. Alan Becker. I think you're talking about the previous question. Path bro is multiple hundred. Makes sense, bro. Makes sense. What's the best rank? 66? That is crazy, bro. And he still solves while working full time. Like, look at his solution and look at mine. It looks like Shakespeare versus a guy who is just learning English. Look at my solutions. No, not this one. So clean, so concise. And then there's me. Damn, bro. What was your peak rating? Okay, he is at his peak. Damn. Okay, let's focus on this one. shortest common subsequence. Let's try to divide it. If we were given only this string, then the shortest string which has these both as subsequences would be CB. Okay, now if we were given AC, if we're given AC and B, should we try the tabulation approach? Best was 38 though. Thanks for the sub, bro, anytime. Bro, I hate my job, so all I do is CP. Thanks for the compliment. You literally work in a FANG company. Why do you hate your job? Why do you hate your job, bro? People dream to go into Amazon and you hate working in Amazon? What? That's crazy. Bro hates his job. We all know, bro, how much Amazon pays. How can you hate? AB, AC. I know this is crazy, but should we see the tabulation approach? Like try CAB. I'm just wasting time drawing these awful grids. Okay, if we were talking about B and C, our string would be BC. Now if we're talking about B and AC, they don't match, right? They don't match. What if it was a C here? C and A don't match, but C and C does match, right? C and C does match. So the answer here should be A, B and C. Okay, wait. Nah, there's some. Give me a job. Solve question, bro. Waiting to learn. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm focusing on. Let's do recursive. Recursive, at least we can think. 2 pointers if they match. Yeah, let's do recursive. If 2 cars match, we add that to the string. And move both pointers. If they don't match, we have 3 options: add upper, add lower, add both. Right, add both. I hope even in both the order doesn't matter. Like if they both don't match, AC and CA, it shouldn't matter, right? Yeah, this question is crazy. Okay, let's try with this approach. We were actually thinking about the base case. If there's one pointer here and another here, then our string should actually return the previous string which we got. This should actually return ABAC then. Okay, yeah, this should actually return ABAC then. Who has turned into a monk after achieving all these? Looks like it. Do you get bored using mouse on Excali? Ain't it hectic? I guess my table saves it for me. My table is pretty spacious, so I can use it. Okay, let's find out the size first. Int s1 equals to, not s1, n1 equals to s1 dot length. Int n2 equals to s2 dot length. If at all, n1 equals to no. If p1 equals to n1 and or p2 equals to n2. We can say if they are both equal, if they both reach the end simultaneously, we return an empty string. Nah. Wait, let's write all the cases here. If P1 is less than N1, then string answer. Let's make a string answer, okay? For int I equals to P1, I less than N1, I plus plus, answer plus equals to S1 I, okay? And then you return answer. This is an empty string, by the way. Did we need that? If P2 is less than N2, do the same thing. I equals to P2 N2, sorry, answer plus equals to S2 of I and return answer, or else we are returning an empty string. Return an empty string. Yeah, this is the correct base condition. This is the correct base condition. I'm pretty sure this wouldn't work, bro. We are returning string with every call. What's the string length here? 1000. Okay, let's hope it does. Now we have two cases. If both cars matches, what we can do is, if your S1 of P1 equals to S2 of P2, if they both matches, then we simply add both to the string and move both pointers. Right? Answer plus equals to S1 P1. We can add cars to a string, right? LeetCode also gives a bullshit error in CPP. Okay, let's answer plus equals to S1 P1 P2 and string. Next, the forward string, we call this function again. We call this function again with S1 S2 P1 plus 1 P2 plus 1 and answer plus equals to next, and we return answer. Or let's return in the end so that it's easy to memorize. If they're not equal. Am I even going in the right direction? भाई और कितना DSA करोगे? एक काम करो, एक में CF पे div3 का contest है, दोनों contest देते. Bro, no way, I'm not giving CF contests. Although div3 is quite lucrative. I know div3 is simple. It's not as crazy as other contests. 1 घंटे में ना bro, but I won't be streaming till 8. That's just too much DSA. That's just too much DSA, bro. अगर मुझे पहले पता होता ना, I would have given it. I would have directly streamed the contest. No, not really, yaar. CF ka contest, I don't know. Now, since they don't match, we can add one. Add upper. Add upper. In answer 1. Int no. String of answer 1 equals 2. Bro, I'm pretty sure we'll get an error because here answer is a string and we're adding a character to it. That's going to give us a goddamn error. Can we add cars to a string in CPP? Okay, we can. What am I even? Bro, we can. String str. Of course we can. Okay, I should chill, bro. String answer 1 would actually be your S1 of P1. S1 of P1. String. Similarly, string answer 1 equals to an empty string. Bro, I'm 100% sure this would not work. Yet I don't know why am I even trying this. Plus equals to S2 P2. String P2 next equals to solver S2 P1 P2 plus 1 P2 next. answer 2. What? It's answer 1. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, now we just return the minimum length string. Started game contest with you 1763. Damn, bro. Damn. Good shit, bro. I mean, there's a standard type of it, right? Recursion first, then try to iterative. At least that's how you do, unless you're expert or intermediate. Yeah. That's how we generally do it. I don't think so. Of course, I'm writing the recursive approach, but even in that, I think I'm going the wrong way. I'm just trying it out. I'm seeing if it's going to happen or not. Find the longest common subsequence. Yeah, yes, same problem. Find the longest common subsequence using DP, then merge both strings by inserting non-longest common characters in order around the LCS to find the shortest common. Oh, okay. He actually gave a very smart idea. So we are given two strings, ABAC and ACB. ACAB. So the longest common subsequence here could be no. So the longest common subsequence here. Yeah, bro gave actually a very smart idea. Let's say if this was like this. So the longest common subsequence is AAC, right? Now we just need to add the characters which are not present in the longest common subsequence in order. Wait, but how do we handle duplicates in that cases? AB, AC, AC, AB. This is the longest common subsequence that we have. Right. We see A is already present. Now let's go to B. Now we come to this pointer. B is not present, so we add it here. And we see C is also not present, so we add it here. Right. And I'm kind of confused about how to merge. Well, I'm in third year doing DSA, but when looking at question once, either I take too much time to solve or I'm not able to solve that. It's the same for me. Salil, bro, it's the same for me. We can just practice, I guess, do more and more questions. How do we merge it? Bro said, then merge both strings by inserting non-LCS characters in order. Use 3 pointers pointing at indexes of string 1, string 2 and LCS string. Okay. So bro, 3 pointers. Yeah, I mean, okay, that makes sense. Right, okay. If all the 3 matches, we move all 3 by 1. If there's even a single mismatch, what we do is, if there's even a single mismatch, we add both the characters, right? If there's even a single mismatch, we add both the characters. That's how we do it, right? Okay. That's actually much smarter way to do it. Should I try my approach anyways? How much time is it? It's 7:30. Damn, why is there such a cold wind now? I'm almost done with my approach. Let's see what the error comes in my approach, then I'll do that. I got Anirudh, bro, thanks for the tip. Now we can say if answer 2.length is less than answer 1.length, answer equals to answer 2, else answer equals to answer 1. Return answer. S1 and S2, S1 and S2 and 0, 0. 0 comma 0, and then we return our answer. That's all we need, right? This would not work, I'm pretty sure. Okay, at least it's not overflowing. We're getting ABs, AB, AC, CAB. Okay, so it just added both of the strings. Wait, if they're both the same, why do I need to add them again? What? Yo, why is my approach actually working? Of course, I'm 100% sure I'll get a MLE if I submit this. 100% sure. Let's try it on some of our art test cases. What was I using? ABAC, ACABC. ABAC and ACABC. ACABC. Right? Why is this actually working? We'll get a memory limit exceeded though, 100%. There's no way we don't. There's no way we don't. You know what? Let's try to memorize this and then submit it actually. Vector of string dp. Okay. Right. Yep. Now we can say dp dot resize n1 comma vector of end n2, and it's initially all going to be empty. Initially, let's make it at the rate. Let's make it at the rate. Yep. After the base condition, we write at this: if dp of p1 p2 is not equals to at the rate, we return dp of p1 comma p2, and in the end we can just say dp of p1 comma p2 equals to answer. Okay, let's see if this is working. We are still getting our memory limit exceeded. Can you just try a DSA sheet? Give? What do you mean by give? What the hell did I just do? What? N1, N2? Okay, so we reference binding null pointer. Return answer, probably because of this. Our memorization is not working. What? Where am I going wrong? Reference binding of null to null. Is this going out of bounds or something? Just for safety, let me make it n1 plus 1. I'm pretty sure it's not going out of bounds. It's something else. Character string bullshit. Yeah. What? Vector of string dp dot resize n1 plus 1 vector of string n2 plus 1. What? Can somebody tell me where am I going hashing wrong? Bro, should I just use an unordered map then? That would be slower, but that would actually be slower. That's why I'm not doing it. What does this even mean? I have almost reached the end. I was about to submit this, and What does this mean, bro? I'm probably assigning character to a string value. Right, I guess it is. String answer1 equals to this. dp of p1, p2. Right here I did n1, n2. You're binding a reference. You're treating a null pointer as if it were a real standard vector. What? What am I doing? Bro, can somebody tell me? I'm not. You're using a pointer. Vector of string dp. dp of p1, p2 equals to answer, and answer is a string. Right. Fix. Function returns a pointer that can be null. Reference member bound to something invalid. Are we serious? Are we serious? Will I have to use an unordered map? But that would be slow. That would actually be slower. Yeah, I don't think so. Even any man. dp of p1, p2 is not equals to I am memoizing a string return function using this. I'm memoizing it safely. Okay, don't tell me. Wow. What? N2. Another wow. Man, I should be. What do I even say now? Okay, it's working. Guess what? Now we're getting a MLE. 1000%. MLE or TLE? There's no way this recursive function actually works. What if we write A and Z? A. What's the answer for this one? A and Z. Index out of range? Nah, it wasn't index out of range. I was actually resizing it after calling. That's why. Can you give me Striver DSA sheet link? Bro. What are you talking about? Striver DSA sheet. You need to type in these 3 words and click on the first link. Why are you asking me the link? What? Emily. Hi, should I give you hint? Emily. Yeah, it's going to give Emily. Yo, Parth bro, somebody already gave me a hint to find the LCS and then add the non-LCS characters. Love your stuff, bro. Throw me some ideas. Thank you, bro. Throw me some ideas on how to be good in vectors and lead code. What's your vision in life, though? It's nothing unique, just one money. That's the vision. Nothing unique, bro. I just want to be rich. Throw me some ideas on how to be good in vectors and lead code. I recommend this book, which I found really useful. I haven't read it completely. This Anti-Laxonen. Anti-Laxonen. I'm probably butchering his name. But yeah, this is a very useful book to start from scratch. You can check out this book. Yeah, this is going to give Emily. Let's still submit it. 100% this is going to give Emily. Makes sense. We are just working with too many strings. Memory limit exceeded. Okay. At least we got the logic. It worked for 47 test cases. We just failed in 3 test cases. So if it was a test, I scored 47 out of 50. That's not bad. Bro, I'm coping like crazy. You're on the right track. I guess I am. You know what? Let's save it for the next stream, bro. Let's save it for the next stream. I'm a second year student at IP. I haven't started DSA. Can you suggest me how to start from the beginning? Like from where to do it, lectures to question. You know what? Okay, I suggested that book. You can check that out. Just hardcore next 3 test cases. How big are the strings? I can actually do that. What is the answer? Okay, it doesn't even show me the answer, bro. It doesn't even show me the answer. Bro, I mean, that's one way to do it. Okay, I asked the same question to Parth Gupta. Can you tell, bro, how did you get so good at DSA? How did you get so good at DSA? Okay, let's save this question for the next stream. We're not solving it today. We're not solving it today. In fact, you know what? What was your profile, Parth, bro? What was your profile? If I can see that once again, I want to see your GitHub. CS said is goated. I guess, bro, but they're really strict with their judgment criteria. Where was Parth's idea? Saitama this, right? I want to see his GitHub. My teacher gave it assignment to solve. Assignment CS? What college are you in? I just solved one question daily on LeetCode and JFG. Okay, let's see since how long have you been doing it then? One question daily. and do you ever resubmit when you don't have the mood to do a new question? Do you ever resubmit old solutions just to keep the heat map green? I do that a lot. Okay, every time I see this, bro, it's crazy. 2022, bro, was like me. 2023, bro, was like me. 2024 is where bro overtook me. So he started the grind in November. There was a short bit of motivation in March, but I guess since November he has been doing it. Let's check 2025 now. Why is it lagging? Why can't I change the year? Since November, and there we have it. Holy shit. Six, the first contest he ever gave, he got a 1627 rating. Second contest 1723, 1000 rank. Bro. So he just started giving contests when he was incredibly good. October 12 of 2024. Okay, maybe you did. That is why. Man, why am I not getting a job then? Shaitan, bro, trust me, you will. Trust me, you will. It's just a matter of time. Yes. No. CF template, CSES problem set, CFPOTD. Okay. So I guess, yeah, I'm stalking him like crazy. Great. I wish there was a follow option on LeetCode. I guess there isn't. I was already an expert when I started LeetCode contest. Makes sense, bro. That's why, like, look at this. Look at this. That is crazy. That is crazy. So you directly started with code forces on LeetCode and GFG. I just saw one question daily on LeetCode and GFG. Man, you just have a completely different trajectory than me. You just have a completely different trajectory. I'm going like this and this. He's like crazy profile, bro. Which year are you in? I'm in my 4th year now. My 8th semester has started. In fact, I am from Mate. We had an option to go to JP. Can you tell me is Codeforce is better than LeetCode for competitive programming? Of course, Codeforces is competitive programming. LeetCode is not really competitive programming, bro. Okay, we had another expert in the stream today, Parth Gupta. Crazy profile. Yeah, that question that I was doing, 3 test cases, it's giving us a MLE. I have the another approach in mind. Someone gave me a hint, but I'm not solving it right now. Definitely not right now. I can't, bro. My brain has given up. So I'll probably solve it in the next stream. Hello, bro. Sometimes I'm able to come up with solutions for questions which I've previously solved. So how to do revision to avoid this? Stay consistent and probably make notes. Stay consistent and probably make notes. You will get there, bro. Be consistent. I hope. I hope, bro. I hope I do. Thank you. Yeah. So that's it for today's stream. Not really a very good stream. I couldn't solve many questions today. How many questions did I even solve today? Just two. Yeah, even in that the first DB question I did, that was I took way too much time. Hello, bhai div 3 de de abhi ka. Thanks, but no thanks, bro. Not really. Lead code has already traumatized me so much. I don't want more trauma by doing code forces. Pradeep, bro, you do it. Good luck. I'm not giving it. I'll probably focus on some development. Yeah, I'll probably focus on some development. Okay, then that's it for this stream. Thanks to all those who joined. Let's meet tomorrow. Bye bye. Thanks.